Hello beautiful eyeshadow lovers, welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you my second half of my one look per pan series. I started this on my channel because I was seeing on everyone's channel that they were doing one look per one eyeshadow palette, 2 looks per eyeshadow palettes, 3, 4, 5, and I was like, you know what, there are so many more looks that you could do with just one palette. I'm going to create one look per pan, which sounds a little more complicated than it is. I just see that it has 10 eyeshadow pans and create 10 different looks. If you need another example, let's take this Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow palette, and I see it has 6 shades and just create 6 different looks out of it. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, this is my second half. I hope you enjoy it. Now let's get on into the video. Okay, so today I'm so sorry that this is going to be dirty, but I'm going to use the shade Busted along my crease in my outer corner, and I'm going to use the shade Trickery all over my lid and the shade Power Cut in my inner corner. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with that shade Busted. I'm already primed my eyes using the MAC paint pot in the shade Soft Ochre. Get started here. Okay, so I shaded that out a little bit. I don't know how much more I will have to put on, so I'm going to take a flat brush into the shade Trickery right here. This is a very pretty green shade. I'll put that all over my lid. It looks like I may need to spray it down before using it. I did not put on my base makeup because this palette gets a lot of fallout. And now I'm going to be taking that first brush and going along the edges of all of this shadow to make it a little more seamless. That's the goal. Do you see all of the fallout on my face? I hope so. Okay. I'm going to clean this off my color switch and dip back into the shade Busted, this blue color. And go along the outer corners once again, just deepening it up and coming in to that Trickery shade. Sorry, I always forget the names of these shades. Okay. Blending, blending, blending. Okay. So right now it looks like a harsh line, and I'll show you what to do for that in just a second. Maybe my other eye. Alright, with that already down, I'm going to take a clean brush and go along the edges of this shadow to blend it out a little more. We want it to be a little more seamless. I'm doing the circular motions. So I'm going to clean this off with the color switch. I'm going to dip into the shade Busted very lightly, tap it out a lot. Come into the outer corner first because that's where I want the most pigment, and just shade up or blend up. I want it to be a little more seamless than it is. I'm going to do that again. Just to build it up a little bit more on the outer corner. And all throughout the crease, like that. Oh, see the fallout? I just moved it off, and that's why I didn't do my base makeup first. I'm using this brush once again, taking it through the color switch, just brush is going to be now stained blue. Yeah. And I'm just getting fallout everywhere. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to clean off all the fallout and I'll be right back for the lower lash line. Okay, I went ahead and put on my base makeup. My lip is this Wet n Wild's Petal Poison. It's from their Rebel Rose collection. My first time using it. I have already put on my mascara. I put on this Cella eyeliner pen in the shade Violet on my upper lash line, okay, and now I'm going to be using the same brush right here. Used it on my color switch, now I'm going to dip into the shade Power Cut right here, and go into my inner corner. Ooh, that just made it pop. I love that. Heck yeah. Heck yes. Okay, I'm going to be using my color switch once again. I'm going to be dipping into the shade Busted and running that along my lower lash line. I was so excited to film these looks once again, and then I had done my base makeup first and I had gotten it all over the place, and anyway, okay, and then I'm going to take a flat brush and dip into the shade Temptress just to give it a little more definition. I'm going to put this on the outer corner, on the bottom right here, where it would meet a wing if I had it there, basically. Now I'm going to put my mascara on my lower lash line and I will be done. I love it. What do you guys think? Let me know which look was your favorite down below. I can't wait to hear what you say because this is my first look and I'm nervous for the rest of them, but I'm excited. Alright, I'm going to go hang out with my in-laws today. So I'm going to start out with the shade on this fluffy brush right here. I'm going to take it along my crease and just blend, blend, blend as much as possible. Pretty good. I'm going to also take it on my lid a little bit and just shade it out. Just want it to look as natural as possible, you feel me? I'm going to hold it at the edge, go as soft as possible. So now I'm going to take the shade Poof on the same brush. I just swirled this through my color switch. I'm going to tap it out and go through the edges just to make it as seamless as possible and just blown out and blended and beautiful, and that's just what I want today. So I'm going to do the color switch again, dip in, cool down the other eye, and then what I'm going to do with this Poof, I'm going to take the shade Mojo. This is the darkest matte in here. I'm going to take it on, if I can find it, on a angled flat brush right here. I'm going to take that shade Mojo, and I love doing this trick for when I want to make my eyes bigger or look bigger. I'll use the end right here and tap it along this edge. Blend it out a little bit. So you basically, when you are looking at me, you kind of, I don't know, pay attention to this and it just makes it bigger. I don't know. I learned this trick some time ago. I've just been doing it ever since. Now I'm going to take this brush right here and I'm going to blend out that Mojo shade. That was the darker matte, was the Mojo. And I'm just going to sweep it along here. I'm also going to use the flat brush once again in the shade Mojo and put it on my outer corner right here on each eye. Now I'm going to use this in here, dip into that shade Poof again, this lightest matte, tap it off a little bit, go into my inner corner, and just bring out my inner corner a little bit more. Super soft, super simple, super easy. Now, again, using that, going into that first shade called Shh. Did you guys ever do that to people? Shh. Shh. I think as a little kid that was like one of my favorite things to do, was to tell people to shh. Okay, this is my final look. Let me know what you think. Which look is your favorite? I really like how soft and simple and easy this is. If you needed something for work, this palette is great. I mean, you could use this, this, and this like I just did before, and then if you want to, just add a little bit of this and it's golden. And it can be used from day to night and just super soft and simple, you know. I'm sorry, this palette is so dirty, I use it. I've been using it a lot lately. I hope you guys. Alright, so like I said, this is only look number 7 out of 10. Let's move on to the next look. I am first going to start with the shade Potion and put it all along my crease. I'm going to really blow out. I'm going to really blow out this shade. Using the same brush, I'm going to dip into the shade Busted and take that also on my crease, but a little lower. I'm so sorry if you can hear my girls. They are playing right now. Next, I'm going to be taking that Temptress shade all along my lid. I'm going to be using the same brush that I used my concealer with, just on the other side of it. And then using that first brush again, I'm going to dip into the shade Mojo right here and just fade out where I put that Temptress shade. Also adding a little more depth and definition into my eyes. Now with a clean brush, I have just been smoothing out the edges of everything to make it look as seamless as possible. Which with a smoky eye, good luck. And between each eye with the clean brush, I've been putting it through my color switch. You really need to be able to not get this black everywhere. That's the goal. Alright, so I cleaned up all the fallout. Now I'm going to take this pencil brush into the shade Inside Job and place this all over my lower lash line. So I quickly went off camera and used my 24/7 Glide On pencil in the shade Goddess. And then I also did a mixture of Diversion and Power Cut in my inner corner. And that's it for me. Let's move on to the next look. Okay, I want to first start with this Power Cut shade. My nail just scraped across it one day and I was pissed. Mad. Okay, so I'm going to start with that on my inner corner and work it into my crease just ever so slightly. So now I'm going to take this flat brush and go into the shade Diversion and put this right beside that, more all over my lid. Okay, so I'm just going to choose another flat brush-ish alongside that. There's more of a harsh line between those two colors, so I'm just going to blend them in together like that. It's gonna look very wonky until you're done, I promise you that. But we are gonna get through it together. This, I can promise you. I'm gonna go through my color switch with that brush once again and go into the shade Trickery right here. We're using all of the shades that are glittery, shimmery, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna put that on the outer corner like that. We're kind of making a gradient along our lid, and then we're going to blend all that out with our crease colors, which I'll show you here in a second. Our crease color, I'm going to take this thinner blending brush and go into the shade. I'm going to go into the shade Mojo right here, this brown color. And then I'm going to start from the back and bring that shade forward. So just press it down a little bit and blend it forward. I'm going to put this brush aside, go into a more fluffy brush, go into the shade Poof right here, or sorry, that's the shade Shh, and go along with the outer edges of that, just trying to blow it out. Okay, I'm going to take that flat shader brush once again and dip into the shade Busted, and this is what I'm going to be putting on my lower lash line. I'm just trying to give it a little bit of variation to the look. I want that lower lash line to just pop, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm probably going to take a pencil brush to blend it out just ever so slightly. I'm going to take this fluffy brush and just blend it out a little bit. Okay, there is that. I think I wore the wrong shirt for today. I wish I had like a black or brown shirt on. This is why I pick out my shirts after I do my eyeshadow, because I never know where it's going to go until I'm already done. I'm going to add this black liner to my lower lash line, and I should be done with this look. Alright, I changed my shirt as I normally would, and seeing all of this with pink, it was very odd for me. I did add this lipstick in Malibu. This is the Kylie Jenner Matte Liquid Lipstick, also in the shade Malibu, like I just said. What do you guys think? Please let me know which look was your favorite down below, and let's get into the next look. Okay, so I am going to be taking a thin brush right here. I'm going to dip into the shade Mojo. I'm going to be putting that along the outer corner. I'm going to be taking a more flat brush and dipping into the shade Diversion right here and putting this along my lid. Going to do this, and then I'm going to take the shade Trickery right next to Diversion, and I'm going to put that on top of Diversion. I just want to see how the colors layer together, and in between each time I dip into Trickery, I am going to wipe that off because I don't want any of that Diversion shade to go into the actual pan of Trickery. So, she's crying again. Okay, I'm just going along with a clean brush and try to blend out that color a little bit. She's just crying and crying. It's like she's teething, but she's not. I'm going into the shade right here with this same brush. See, I don't know. She's just needing attention. She woke me up at 4 o'clock this morning. So, her and I are not on speaking terms at the moment. Which, I'm kidding. Obviously, we are. But doesn't mean I can't be upset about it. So I'm going to just take a clean blending brush and go along that edge just to clean it up. Okay, and then I'm going to do my other eye and my base makeup, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I changed my mind on doing my base makeup, but that's okay. It all happens. So I'm going to take this thinner brush once again and dip into the shade Busted. It is a very nice blue color. I'm going to put this along my lower lash line if I don't poke myself in the eye again. I'm just having the most wonderful day. Wonderful day. I'm going to use this blue eyeliner from Urban Decay. It is the 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade Goddess. I'm just having it blend in with that blue that I have underneath there. That's pretty. I'm going to be filming a look right after this. I'm going to change my shirt and get into another look. So I'm not going to put on mascara and all that. So please just have an imagination with me. And let me know which look was your favorite down below. I think I say that every look. I gotta quit saying that and just say it on the very last one. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. What do you think? I hope you all have a wonderful day.